Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel after so long, I know. So we haven't talked through video for so long because I was busy with my life, okay? So I apologize for that, and hopefully we can continue with this video contents as long as I am free. And I will try to give as much information as I can. So today's topic, as you all know through the headline itself, so we are talking about CAPR credentialing process. So I know you have lots and lots of questions with you all, as I used to have when I first started. Okay, so I started from scratch. So because currently I am in Canada, so I am going to give a lot of information about the processes of how the system works for the physiotherapist in Canada. So if you have any queries, any questions, you can always reach out to me through the comment box. Let's not delay our video anymore and let's dive into it. So I'm just gonna give you some bits and parts of everything that you need to know about how to start your credentialing process in Canada to become a physiotherapist. Okay, so first thing first, don't wait till you come to Canada. So if you're planning to come to Canada, I suggest you to start from where you are. If you're in your home country, you can start doing your credentialing process or starting your credentialing process from your home country. That will be much easier, and then you don't have to wait here for that time. So if you could figure out, like, if you can finish your credentialing process in your home country, and if you could give your exams from your home country, it's very much possible. All right, so I would suggest you to do it so that when you come to Canada, it's much easier for you, which I didn't do it. So I started everything after I came here, which is a little bit harder because you have a lot of expenses to cover here, and if you're not working and you're also waiting for all those credentialing to come out, and then after that you are preparing for your studies for the exam, you're spending so much of time not earning, so you need a lot of backup if you're looking into financial part. And then I think if you're in a home, you also have a home support, so I would recommend you to do that. But even if you are here in Canada and you are starting to do it, don't worry, okay? We can always do it. So the first thing that you need to know about Canadian registration process is about the different websites, okay? So CAPR, which stands for Canadian Alliance of Physiotherapy Regulation, right? CAPR, yes. So Canadian Alliance of Physiotherapy Regulators. So they are the one who actually take your written exam and also do your credentialing, okay? But the clinical exam is done by College of Physiotherapy Ontario for the Ontario, and then there are different colleges for different province in Canada. So because I am living in Ontario, so I'll be making this video based on Ontario, but things are pretty similar, okay? So you just have to go to different college website to know about it, but it's basically the same. So let's start. I'm gonna show you. So let's go through this together, because I know it's overwhelming when you go through that the website itself, because when I started first time and when I started looking into this website, I was like, whoa, what's going on? It's too much of information all at the same time. So the first thing that I want you to know is I want you to go is CAPR. You're gonna go in this website, just type in CAPR credentialing, and you're gonna get the website of Canadian Alliance of Physiotherapy Regulators. You're gonna click on that, so any link is gonna work. So let's go through this website together. So when you do that, you're just gonna go into applying for credentialing. On your right hand side, there are a lot of options there, because we are internationally trained physiotherapist. I hope you all have the internationally trained physiotherapy certificate, so that's why you are here, right? So yeah, and then we're gonna go to the first thing. Before we start getting into forms, what forms are required, let me go through credentialing overview first with you all. So the first stage of how it works is like you're gonna have to submit all your forms, all your documents to CAPR, and once they evaluate it, and then once they say that okay, your study, like whatever study you did in your home country is equivalent to the study of Canadian physiotherapy, and you just have to give your written exam, right? So most of the country, I think every country, right? Every country physiotherapist, they need to give the PCE exam. That's a physiotherapy competency exam in Canada. Even the people who studied in Canada, actually, they need to give the exam, okay? So you are not exception. And as it mentions here, you can start this credentialing process before you arrive in Canada. And once you get your credentialing, and they're gonna contact you, and then they're gonna say, okay, you're eligible to give your written exam, and you can book your written exam. Okay, that's when you start with your stage 2. But because in this video we're not talking about stage 2, which I will talk further in another videos, let's stay in stage 1 for now. Okay. And there are some requirements, like for example your English test, okay? And there are few English tests that they accept, the CAPR accepts. So few of the examples are, you can either give IELTS, academic or general. You can also give CELPEP, which is general English test, okay? If you click into the language requirement, you're going to just get all the informations that you need. So for example, here are a few countries which I don't think they need a English test, because they already have the English, that's their mother tongue, right? So they don't need to have it, but for others they need. Okay, so if you look into this, so the accepted language tests are, as I said, these are the accepted languages, and you need, for CELPEP, you need 9,888 IELTS GT, you need 7, 6.5, 7, 6.5. You can just, whatever you do, okay? You just have this record with you so that you have an idea. So you are good with your IELTS, you're good with your English test and everything. Now we can proceed, okay? You're gonna go to applying to credentialings. So now you're ready with everything. Okay, so when I did my credentialing, I had to submit everything paper. Okay, I had to go to Canada Post. I had to contact my university, because I did my Bachelor of Physiotherapy from India. I had to contact my college, and because they have a separate university, I had to also contact university, and then from both my college and university, they had to send directly to CAPR all my documents, whatever were required. Okay, but CAPR is progressing and then making a lot of upgrades, and then they have finally made online, thank God. Okay. So first step, there are a few steps to follow. Let's go through it together. So you just have to log in and create an account. All right, so you're a new client, so you're going to create an account, and you're going to create your application. Okay, so everything is mentioned here. I'm just going to go through it. You can pause if you want to read anything. Okay. All right, so this is the process of how you need to upload your documents through CAPR portal. Now let's talk about what all documents you need and what all forms you need to fill out. Okay, so let's go on to this forms, and so these are fillable PDF forms, as you can see. So these are the 5 documents or forms that you need to fill out. All right, so if you have any name change, like your name has been changed from what's there in your certificate and all that stuff, you just need to fill out that. Second thing is a document request form, which you're going to send it to your college and your university, which looks like this, which is given a bit of an instruction to the applicant and the place where you need to send it. Okay, so I guess they haven't changed this one. So whatever document from your side you need to upload, you can upload it through your client portal. But whatever your school or your institute, your school and your university need to submit, they have to submit to this address that they have given: the Canadian Alliance of Physiotherapy Regulators, 1243 Slington Avenue, Suite 501, Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And that's the postal code. Don't forget that. Okay, so they have to submit this. Your school has to submit this through mail. First name, middle name, last name. Actually, you can fill this form out and then send it to your because this is a PDF format which is fillable, so you can just fill out all the information and then you can send it to your institute, so that's easier for them. And whatever they need to do, then they can, you know, approve it that it's you. All right, they have to submit all the, you know, the supervised internship that you have done with your college. Okay, so this is a form. It's easy. All right, that's the first form. Then let's go to consent to disclose form, third one. So this is just you filling out all of the form. This is one form. All right, let me just clear it out. When I fill out the form, I did it in January 2023. That's when they updated the new form, and I think they have updated again. So I had to fill out, like, there was like form A, form B, form D, kind of stuff like that. But it's good that it's not like that now. I think it's much more clearer than how I did. So you just have a very good overall, you know, very good overall guidance that they have provided in the website, which is much clearer than before. All right, and then they also need to give you the graduation verification form. So even the graduation verification form has to submit it by your university or your institution. Just have a talk with your principal or anyone who you have a contact with to know like who can submit these forms. Okay, so this is not, you're not going to submit this, so your school has to do it. Okay, and then they have to send it directly to the CAPR. That's one. Then the last one is request for academic forms. So let's see this one together. So after filling out all of this request form, academic document form as well, the top part you should fill it out, and then the down part will be filled out by your institution again. And then make sure like you're checking all of this checkbox as well, whatever the CAPR requires. Okay, so what you need to submit all together is completed request for academic document, which is this one form, including this page. So you also have to submit the checklist. All right, and we will only accept the original copy of this form. We will not accept document by fax or email. They have clearly stated that. And also they also need official academic record, also called as transcript or mark sheets or statement of your marks, and the relevant grading scales must be sent directly to a CAPR by the authorized institution and not by the student. Okay, and for documents being sent by mail, they must be sent in a stamped and sealed envelope directly from the issuing institution. So I don't think you need to be you know, like very much detail about this because your school is going to take care of it. But make sure like you are telling them, like, please make sure like these things are there, right? And so for students educated in Bangladesh, India, Pakistan, and the Philippines, the school must submit an attested copy of clock hour document, also known as transcript of the hours. The hours document must include the number of hours completed in the supervised clinical practice, attested copy of the clinical internship certificate applicable to the graduates from Egypt, India, Pakistan, and Philippines only. All right, so you also need to submit a attested. Attested means you can notarize with your lawyers, and you need to submit your clinical internship certificates. All right, and others are clarification required by CAPR as per reference number on the assessment letter, if applicable. Okay, so this is not if it's applicable, then only. All right, so there are 3 forms that your institution need to submit. That is a document request form, graduation verification form, and request for academic document form, including the checklist. All right, and everything has to be submitted directly to CAPR and not to the students by your institution. either your school or your university, right? I think that's it. And so all you need to do is like just gather in all the forms, all the documents that you need, contact your institution or your university, and then ask them to send it. If that's why I'm telling you, if you are in your home country and then your university is nearby, it's easier for you to communicate or go there and then talk to someone. Even if you're here, because it's modern days, technology is here, so you can always contact and then submit. Okay, everything that your college, your institution or your university is going to submit, once the CAPR receives, it's gonna get updated in your client portal, which is much easier compared to before, because you know like what's going on with your process. All right, so talking about the fees for the credentialing process, every year they update their fee. So for 2024 assessment of educational credentials and qualification, it's $1,486. Really? I think I paid 15 something. Good. Okay, so it's $1,486. If you're reopening your reassessment, it's going to be $546. So yeah, you just worry about, if you're a new applicant, you just worry about $1,486 and all the fees that you have to pay with for your institution or your university. Okay, according to the website, it's taking 15 to 16 weeks for the process. But for me, I applied in January and I got it, I think in June or July. Okay, so it took me almost how many months? February, March, April, May, June, July. So 5 to 6 months it took me. And another thing that is very important is you also need to do an ethical course in Canada. You can do it. There are a few institutions that will also be recommended by a CAPR. You can do it from University of Alberta or University of Toronto. I personally did from University of Alberta because that was the one which was available when I was checking. University of Toronto is generally full. It's in University of Toronto, it's I think 3 months, of course, and then University of Alberta is 1.5 months, but both of them are accepted by CAPR, and it will cost you around $500 to $550. So be prepared for all the expenses that you're gonna do. Okay, so that's the stage 1 to become a registered physiotherapist in Canada. I am so excited for every one of you to start this journey. I am excited for myself as well, because on this journey and we all are together. So I will be guiding you through all the processes of how, like, this video was all about stage 1. I'm going to make another videos of how you can, start processing for your stage 2, that is a written exam. And there is also stage 3, which I should mention, that's a clinical exam. Some people might think like there is no clinical exam in Canada, but I'm so sorry to break this to you, there is a clinical exam. Okay, and after you clear your written exam, which is I think you only 3 chances. Okay, so once you clear your written exam, then you go to the clinical exam, and then once you clear up, so after you clear your written exam, you can work as a resident physio. You'll be working under supervision, and once you clear your clinical exam, you'll be a full-blown registered physiotherapist, and you would be able to work independently in Canada, wherever you have registered. Okay, it depends on province that you have registered. So if you're registered in Ontario, you can work anywhere in Ontario. If you register yourself in Alberta or any other provinces, you'll be able to work in that province with no worries. Okay, so I hope this video has been informative and concise as I wanted to make it. If you have any questions or any queries, please shoot that to me, and then I will be able to answer that question. Okay, this video was only for credentialing process, and I'll be making future videos regarding what to study, from where to study, which books to follow, or whatever questions you have. Just throw me out, so that it's helpful for me as well to make another video and to guide you through the right direction. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.